like bridesmaids. And they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He made sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? Gonna look at my snap. I take a man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this guy in the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. Baby lay, waist snatch, back, straight back. Got lips like Angelina, belly truck tangerine. Jumping on my, that's why they call it trampoline. Babe, like a Monday, throw rock Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just with plastic. I say, babe, it's a, he said it's a. Them pretty, you look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 woo, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum, always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B, I'm up, I see you like the again. Why you was sleeping on me? I make 40 bands by 4 p.m. They be taking everything you want. I'm like a walking. I don't understand what this hate is about. How you go your man with my name in your mouth?
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Miami Dolphins. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go, hustle, fellas. Hustle, we're walking. We're all walking. Hip, hip, hip. Go, deep, deep, deep.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And Josh Hill has it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down.
Deep, deep, deep. Here you go, Tiger, Tiger, Tiger. 50, 50. Hey, 20, 20, 20, 20. Block.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
50, 50. Hey. Switch. Block. Hey, turn it out. Play. Hey, 20.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be marked down deep in Dallas territory. A big play, Tannehill to Parker, 41 yards.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
Our first carry for Kenyon Drake. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Deuce. Go, deep. Hip. Tiger.
Here's Tannehill now on second down. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board.
Hey, 20. Let's go. The 30. Tiger. Go, deep. Go, deep. Hey, 20.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
26. Gun. Here you go. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. 26.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Flush to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Here's Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
A first down throw for Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Rodriguez. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Prescott yet again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Here we go, 46. 26. Here we go, 46. 26.
They'll throw again. Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Rodriguez. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Here we go. Line in. It's coming now. 26.
And again, it's Prescott. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Gun.
To the air again, Prescott. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets it down to the 32. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too.
46. Get out.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A second down throw for Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there of 20 yards. The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got it first and goal at the 7. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Flushed out right. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Nick Kwiatkowski in there to get him for a loss of 5. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Escaping the pressure right. Hard throw, incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. And his kick here is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It sounds like you're going negative on me.
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
It gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Let's go, hustle, fellas. 50. Run. Here you go, Tiger. Base. Block. Block. 50.
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Play. 50-50.
Here's Tannehill. Flush to his right. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
50-50. Hey, 20. Zero.
Here's Tannehill. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Tiger. Hip. Tiger. Hip. Deuce.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Rashard Matthews, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Play. Hey, 20. Tiger. Play. 20. Base. Run to the hut.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. And an alley to run. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Play. Hey, 20. Hey, 20. Good stuff. Play.
On 4th down, Tannehill. He is going to find Hill here. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Tannehill now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down.
Go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. Finding room to the 20. And down to the 19-yard line. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Play.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. And Stills has got it. Touchdown, Miami. Kenny Stills from 19 yards away. And the Dolphins are in for 6. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Cowboys. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this.
Here we go, 46. Here you go.
Prescott now on second down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Block. Play.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. Flushed out right. It's caught. Stills right side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Tannehill finding Stills, and it's a Dolphin first down.
Here we go. Tight right. Let's go, get set.
On first down, Drake. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, 20. Hey, 20.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Mike's 50. We out. Here we go. Out. We out. Hey, 20. Play. Here you go, right here. Check. Zebra. Check. Hip. Deuce.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And the pressure gets to him again. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. As the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Back deep is Tavon Austin. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over here at the 20. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Prescott from the gun. Escaping the pressure right. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
20, 50. Play.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Here you go. Here we go, 46. Done. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Wide open receiver complete. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll give to Elliott. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Good. Woo. What do you think?
Prescott to throw it. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Deep.
From the end zone, Tannehill. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver.
Hey. 4 down. Where you at? Check 15. Deep. Block. Under 10. Right here. Check.
On 1st down, Tannehill. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10.
Good. Here we go, 46. Woo! 26.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Throw left side complete. It's Rodriguez. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, 46. Go. Get out there. 26.
Here's Prescott. He's going to fire one deep, middle, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. The 20. And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Tannehill keeps on the sneak. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Ryan Tannehill, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Forbath, the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Prescott now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Rodriguez. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
2nd down, Prescott. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Here go 46. Here go 46. Here go 46. 26.
1st down, Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Rodriguez. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
A dump off to Elliott. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Here go 46. Here go 46. 26.
Prescott yet again. He may try and run for this. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for our defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. He'll get it up the middle. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, two-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Running with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. All right, so the Cowboys will go for 2 here. They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. So nothing fancy there. That was just a fullback dive. Defensively, they were ready for it.
They were, and I think that surprised the guys on offense because handing it to the fullback, well, you don't do that very often, so that's a tendency breaker. And I think they just wanted to say, let's just go straight ahead. As you said, nothing fancy. Everyone move someone out of the way and let the big guy work. Didn't get it done, though.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenyon Drake, 75 yards, and the Dolphins add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Forbath able to convert the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Cowboys on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. Now Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
50. Hey, 20. 50.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And Stills bringing it in. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Deep. Run.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And Forbath will put this one through, and that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A first down throw for Prescott. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Gun. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Here we go, 46.
And again, it's Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
Go. Get out there.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. In for the score. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
It's coming now. Here we go, 46. 26. 26.
Now Prescott. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
I want a double reverse, don't you?
I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in this situation.
We'll see what happens here. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Tannehill going to throw it. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout as they'll talk it over.
50. Base. Block. Here you go, Tiger. 36.
Tannehill now to throw. And he's going to go down again. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Austin. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Flush to his right. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Good. Here we go, get out. 26.
Prescott to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Prescott. Flushed out right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Go. Get out there. Here we go. 46.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
There you go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Here's Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To the air again, Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. As a fan of the NFL, for